different discussion methods that we can actually look at. You will use them at different times in that learning journey for different reasons with different group sizes. So the conscious alleyway, this is where you split the class into 3 groups. So we have an A, a B and a C group. And this would be a really useful strategy to use at the start of an lesson. So when we're starting to get students to think about how they feel about a topic, so the teacher might raise the question, and then group A, our first group, would stand in one line, group B would stand opposite them in the other line, and group C, what we would have, a person from group C would walk through the alleyway, and A and B would whisper feelings, their thinking, their ideas, as the third group person walks through. And then obviously as teachers, when the third group person has walked through, we can ask them questions to make them think. Have your ideas changed? Was there anything particularly somebody said that influenced you? Was there an idea that you would like to take forward? The next strategy is mind movies. So you ask the students to close their eyes and think while the teacher reads out the dilemma. And the teacher asks the students to imagine what's happening, and then once the teacher stops talking, they ask the students to continue the story in their head. So you would have a quiet classroom while students think and contemplate. And then after that, once the students have had time to think, then you can ask them to start sharing. And they could do a think, pair, share, where they talk to the person next to them and they talk to each other about how they finished off the story in their minds. And then as a teacher, we could gather ideas across the group. Next, we go on to consequences wheels. This is an exercise where groups actually work on a piece of paper. The central topic is written down in the circle in the middle. And then the students work together to draw circles of first level consequences that might happen because of the topic that we're discussing. Once they've done that, they can go to second level consequences and fill those in, and etc. if you wanted to go. But they start then. This is a really good way of actually structuring their thinking to see how they can actually link ideas and build it up. So this would be a really one to do after the students have done some research into the topic. So they've started looking at ideas, we get them together to discuss the consequences of what they've been looking at. The fourth idea, we've got 2 stray, 1 stay. It's a way of mixing up the groups. So this time it would be a group of 3. Person number 1 will move up 1 group, person number 2 will move up 2 groups, and person number 3 stays at their home spot. And then the students get a chance to talk and discuss the ideas with each other. So it's a great way for them to pick up a range of ideas with everybody in the class being active all at the same time and not having to listen to one person talk. So it gets everybody working. 4 corners, and this is where teachers think about the dilemma and 4 different opinions, 4 different options the students could have that they need to go away and justify their stance on. So it could be that they strongly agree, disagree, or very strongly disagree. Or it could be a range of responses. The teacher reads out the dilemma and the students go and stand in their corner. They then get the opportunity to talk with others in their corner, and then the teacher could ask one person from each corner to summarise the ideas and then feed it in. So this could be done during the teaching, and you could do this more than once. So we could do it at one point, the students then go away, do some more work, do some research, investigating into the dilemma, and then the teacher asks them again if they want to go back to a corner. Have they changed corners? How have their ideas moved? So we can actually see progress and see how things change. There is a jigsaw activity. This is when we want students to actually engage in the science content, in the dilemma ideas, and become more expert in particular subject matter that goes along with the dilemma that we're talking about. So in a home group of 3 or 4 students work, the teacher then asks them to go into their expert group. So all of the number 1s would go together, all the number 2s. They would look at their allocated piece of work, become an expert in that, and then return back to their home group. And then each person would talk about the area of knowledge, that an expertise or inquiry that they have become more proficient in, and then as a group they could decide on their ideas and the outcome of what they would like to say in terms of the dilemma and their opinions, what they've been discussing.
So thank you everybody, and see you in the next video.
Thanks, Sally. Thank you, John. Thank you, everybody.